All right, all right. Man, the LDBC, LDMMAC. Man, you know how we do. And it's time to show you what we do. Okay? Alright, guys, got a nice little telecast for you today. Nice little broadcast. We're going to have some discussion, guys. A lot of discussion. And we're going to do this very fruitfully. Okay, everything's here. Everything is ready. Man, it's going to be an enjoyable live stream. Okay? Yesterday, we kind of got a little off track, but we're going to stay on track tonight, okay? It's Sunday night. Yes. And I want to thank all of you. Anybody that you joined tonight, I want to thank you, okay? We're going to talk about Valentina Shevchenko and Cris Cyborg. Huge favorites, okay? Like, they're the betting favorites. So you know what's going to happen, okay? I want to talk about the prejudice with the 145-pound division vets, okay? And of course, I want to talk about Cody No Chin. Cody Garbrandt. How almighty. What, how did I get that wrong? How did I get that wrong, okay? But I want to talk about, because Cindy Dandois mentioned this, Josette Cotton mentioned this, they all mentioned this, man. And I'm going to go in on the beauty aspect of, you know, like these females not being able to, you know, be a part of this whole thing because of the way they look, which I think is just utterly asinine, okay? Arpit, I see Arpit in the building. This is good. Okay, you know, I always wait till the viewing count gets up to 5. And when it gets up to 5, I start my telecast, okay? Okay, the viewing is up to 8. Okay, it's time to start the telecast, okay? Well, guys, I'm glad you guys are with me, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and start. Okay, 8 people is enough for me. I don't wait till I get about 50 people, because, well, 50 people ain't coming. But here it is, guys. Okay, so Valentina Shevchenko and Nico Montano, they're huge betting favorites, okay? I'm sorry. Cris Cyborg and Valentina Shevchenko are betting favorites. How do we know this? I mean, did we really think that, you know, Amanda Nunes, because nobody, there are no analysts, there are no anybody that honestly believe that, you know, Amanda Nunes is going to defeat Cyborg. Nobody's buying that. You got even some of your worst analysts that give Cyborg the hardest time. Even they think that Cris is going to win the fight. Okay? They think this. They believe it. And, you know, I don't know. Like, the keys to victory, when I actually do the compact video, keys to victory, because in a live stream, it just get messed up. You got people that's got their own agenda, and it just screws up, you know, when I try to do a keys to victory in the live stream. So I need to make a video, and I need to do a detailed analysis of a keys to victory for Cris Cyborg and Amanda Nunes. I've already did it for Valentina Shevchenko and Nico Montano, okay? I've already did it, okay? So I need to do that for Amanda Nunes, because you just, I don't know, in a live stream, it's not as easy, okay? I can do stuff off the top of my head, and I do it well, but live stream, it's just everything's moving so fast, and then you got people that roll up in there and just, you know, just start going in, and they want to argue. It's just an opinion, you know? So in the videos, I don't have to argue with them. I just put the videos out, and there it is, okay? All right. I know why Valentina's a huge favorite against Nico Montano, okay? I know why. It's because, man, of what Valentina did to Priscilla Caccietta, okay? And I don't think it's fair, okay? I don't think it's fair that people will say that Nico is going to behave like Priscilla, because she's not, okay? I think Nico is a tougher fighter than Priscilla, but I think Valentina is 1,000 leagues above Nico Montano, okay? And I think Valentina is going to hurt Nico. She's going to put a hurting on her. Nico was saying that, you know, she's going to finish Valentina in the first round. Now, I felt like Nico was being very sarcastic, okay? That's my honest opinion. I thought Nico was being rather sarcastic. I didn't think Nico actually was like, I didn't feel like psychologically that Nico felt that she could actually finish Valentina in the first round. I don't think Nico believed that, okay? I think she was just saying it to get a laugh out of the guy interviewing her, you know, because, you know, he asked her the question and she laughed and ha 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 ha, you know, Funny, funny, funny. You know, that was Nico, okay? That was Nico Montano, okay? But I tell you this, though, okay? I like the way Nico's approaching this fight, okay? I really honestly like how she's approaching the fight. And Nico may know that she's, overmatched, okay? I think she knows this. At this time, Nico knows, Nico understands that she's overmatched, okay? She knows that she is, okay? Nico knows that she's going to get in there and she's going to get her ass kicked. She knows. But I like her attitude, okay? I'm going to, if Nico does well in this fight, I am going to be happy. Because it's going to make her star power rise, okay? I don't see where Nico can physically win the fight. I just don't. Nico's stand-up, to me, is not that good. I see Marcus Bell and Rugby Queen. Okay. All right, hold on one second. Let me get my initial points out, and then we're going to get some talking in, okay? Because we're going to talk about the attractive part. Why these featherweights, man, they see, the featherweights got it figured out. But Nico she don't do a lot of things right. And my thing is, you know what? I think Nico, it's gosh, man, you kind of want to like Nico because, she was like one of the lowest seeds in the tough tournament. She was a low seed. And then, Nico, she pulled it off. She pulled the unthinkable. She was the last seed in the tough tournament and she won the whole thing. Like that in itself is a feat, man. It's good. And I was so happy for Nico. I was ecstatic. But then when she got the belt, man, it's like she started acting like, hey, I'm the champ. If you talk to me, I can get people to follow you and all this other stupid stuff. But no, Nico is not popular. Nico Montano is not popular. I mean, hell, I don't even think a lot of people don't know Nico. A lot of people don't know Nico. They don't know her. And Nico, her stand-up is bad. It's horrific. Nico does have great body kicks. Nico kicks are very good. But that's about it. That's all she has are kicks. And you're going to have to do more than kick Valentina to beat Valentina. Nico's got respectable power. But, man, I'm telling you, the way she fights, the way she stands, it's sloppy. Nico Montano is very, very sloppy. Okay? And, guys, I'm telling you, I can't see it. I can't see where she wins this fight. I've tried. I've looked at Valentina video. I mean, as many videos of Valentina that I can to find holes in her game. And I see them. I'm a Valentina fan, okay? I'm a Valentina fan, so there's only so much information that I'm going to give you, okay? I'm not going to put too much stuff out about Valentina because I'm biased, okay? And I'm not why. So Nico's team could use my videos, okay? So Nico's team, because, people, guys, listen, I've accepted this, okay? They watch these videos. They look at your comments and they watch my videos. And you better believe that if you think in the film study, I didn't really put a whole lot of stuff about what Nico could do to beat Valentina because I know they'll watch the video. They watch it. I done had a manager, man. I could tell y'all how many managers done watched the film study. Coach, thank you. Because I'm going to use this in the fight, to help my fighter win. I've had people give me those kind of messages. I just don't say nothing about them because I don't really care. But what I'm saying is, Valentina don't give you a lot of openings, okay? Amanda Nunes was able to find about 2. And Amanda Nunes is such a beautiful fighter that she was able, okay? Amanda Nunes was able to figure out the holes in Valentina's game to win, okay? But Amanda Nunes, skill-wise, she's at the top of the top. So that's why Amanda Nunes was able to do what she did to Valentina. But Nico is no Amanda Nunes. And that's why, and I hate to say it like this, but Nico is going to come in and she's going to get her ass whooped. Folks, that's just how it is. Nico is going to take a brutal ass whooping. Okay? Now I see Rugby Queen. I see, my man full-time MMA. Dun, 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 dun. What's going on, man? Full-time MMA, the #1 MMA leader in the business. And one day, full-time and myself, we're going to go to a fight together. And we'll probably have to set up something up, man, where we can actually call the fight. I mean, full-time, I have to raise some money and get good tickets, good seats. And then from our seats, man, we bring a, I don't know, they probably won't let us bring a laptop, man. I would hope they would, man. I would hope they would bring a laptop, man, and we can just cover the fight right then and there, man. Like, we can literally cover the fight, man, and give a better post-fight analysis better than better than these bums can do it, you know. Better than these guys. I think me and Full Time could call a fight better than anybody. Okay? Probably could. But see, that's my whole synopsis on Nico Montano. Valentina don't give you a lot of openings. There's one thing that Nico could do. There's one thing that Nico could do to give her an opening that she would need against Valentina. There's one thing. And one thing only. But I'm not going to reveal that because Nico's team probably watching the video. And they've been blocking so many people. I know. But there is something that she could do. But see, Nico, she got to have enough skill set to do it. Amanda Nunes could probably exploit that. Nunes could do it. General Africa in the building, Marcus Bell, Reggie the Tree. Man, all these people in the building, thank you guys for being in the building, okay? I see it like this, man. If Nico Montano wins, this will be the biggest upset in women's MMA history, okay? The history of women's MMA is very short, okay? But this will be bigger than Holly Holm knocking Ronda Rousey out, okay? This will be bigger than that, okay? If Nico can be victorious against Valentina, this, okay, this will be the biggest win in women's MMA history, bar none. Nico understands what's at stake, okay? But see, Nico, if she can go 5 rounds with the bullet, if Nico can literally go 5 rounds, you know Nico actually wins this fight. I'm not saying she's going to win on the judge's scorecard, and Valentina will be the champion, of course. But if Nico can go 5 rounds and make this fight a very competitive fight versus the bullet, guess what? Nico Montano is going to go on a launching pad. She's going to go on a launching pad. And I guarantee you, they'll have Nico fight a couple of more fights. Because Nico's very scrappy. They'll have Nico fight a few more fights, and then Nico will probably get another shot at the title. I'm sure she would. Okay? Nico is scrappy. I mean, she's not going to lay down. Nico got the chin. Nico's got a chin to go 5 rounds with Valentina. She got a chin. But she don't have the skill set. Okay? Nico don't have the skill set, but I think Nico could beat a lot of the girls that's, you know, in the 125-pound division. There are some people that I think Nico probably cannot beat, but there are some people who I know Nico probably could. Nico is scrappy, okay? I'm still impressed with Nico, her winning a tough tournament. Even though I've been smoking Nico out. I've been smoking Nico out for 8 months, okay? I have been smoking Nico out. I'm talking about I smoked Nico out. I set Nico's house on fire. Nico ass ran up out of that house because she got smoked out, that the coach was smoking out so bad, okay? Nico has a chin. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to disagree with you, and we're going to agree to disagree early because I want to keep the stream flow going, okay? I think Nico has a chin, and when you say when a person has a chin, that means they can take a considerable amount of punishment before being knocked out, okay? I've seen Nico take a lot of punishment, and I've seen Nico weather the storm, okay? I've seen Nico weather the storm, and I've seen her take beatings, and she's right there. So I give her chin an A. She's got a good chin. She may be able to go all 5 rounds. She's not going to win this fight, but she's going to go all 5 rounds, okay? And if Nico is able to do that, y'all, that's real big for her. It's big. It's big because then, you know, she had a bragging rights and say, well, I went 5 rounds with the bullet who's fearless. Nico got a chin. Nico's never been stopped. Nico's never been stopped. Nico Montano has never been submitted. Nico got the chin to go about 5 rounds. I'm telling y'all, okay? I think Nico can do it. But I don't think Nico's winning this fight, okay? It's just not going to happen, okay? Nico, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, it's a 10. Okay? On a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 10. 10 being the worst, okay? She's not winning this fight, okay? Valentina got a couple of holes in her game. Every fighter got holes, okay? But I'm not going to present that information here. I'm not going to do that because Nico's team could be watching this video right now. And they've watched a couple of these videos, and I'm convinced of it. Now, I know for a fact, we all know in this live stream that Megan Anderson, they watch these streams. They watch them all the time. We have evidence. We got proof. We done had Megan Anderson, nutritionist, in here. We done had Dre Craigs from BJ Penn in here. The guy that write the articles for them. Okay, we've had all these people in here that support Megan. So I know for a fact that Megan Anderson been in here, okay? I think Nico Montano people come in here too. I think they do. I honestly do. And I'm not going to put it out there because you know what they would do? They would go and they would analyze what I'm saying and they would try to make adjustments. I'm not saying that, oh, well, wait, I'm the greatest. But listen, man, listen. I'm going to tell you how I know that what I'm saying is starting to resonate, okay? Even Marion Ray know. I did a film study on Marion Ray know. She said, we watched, me and, we watched that film study. And a lot of the things that you pointed out is correct, is accurate. In the film studies. Okay? In the film studies. I have a couple of fighters that watch the Keys to Victory. When I put up Keys to Victory on a video, they watch it. Some of the fighters watch it. Like, it's crazy. And many of them, they agree with my what I've seen, what I see. I still got to do something for Brittany. I got to do a Keys to Victory for Brittany in a grappling match. She thought I forgot, but I didn't forget. See, Brittany, I didn't forget. But I'm just saying, man. Nico Montano has a chin, but Nico is just, she don't have the mobility. She don't have the foot movement. Nico don't know how to slip punches. Nico don't know how to roll punches. Nico barely checks kicks. Like Nico, the best thing about Nico Montano is that she has a will. She's got an undying will, and she's got a chin of lead. That's it. Okay? She's got a chin of lead. She's got a chin of lead, and Nico is going to fight to the bitter end. She'll be a bloody mess, but she's going to continue to try to fight. And that's the difference between her and Priscilla Cachoeira. Priscilla Cachoeira gave up, okay? After Valentina clocked her the first couple of times, you can see in Priscilla had given up. Priscilla just tried to finish the fight. Priscilla Cachoeira had given up, okay? Nico's not going to do that. Nico Montano, she's not going to give up. Nico is going to get beat to a bloody pulp in this fight. Valentina is going to whoop Nico's ass. Nico Montano will not give up. Okay? She's not. And it's going to take the referee to stop the fight. Nico's going to fight. She's going to fight. She's going to lose very badly, y'all. I hate to say that. The fight hadn't even happened. This is the first fight where I can actually, assure you, I can come on here and say, look, this is finna be bad. This is finna be bad for Nico Montano. Okay? This finna be bad. It's finna be extremely bad. Okay? But I think Nico has the chin and she's got the heart and the will to make it 5 rounds. I believe that, and I'm just gonna believe it. Okay? I'm gonna believe Nico she's got the will, she's got the chin, she's got the heart. She's got the heart to make it 5 rounds, and she won't give up. Priscilla gave up. Priscilla stopped trying. She sat there. She took the beating. Okay? I'm sorry, man. She gave up, man. She tried to survive, but when you sitting there, see, listen, man, and stamina, I'm gonna tell you, man, when I've been around, I fought for 10 years, I've been around fighters, and I can tell you when somebody done. They may not tell you with their mouth that they done, but Priscilla body language, man, Priscilla told the story. Priscilla gave up. She knows she couldn't win the fight. Like literally, Priscilla Cachoeira had given up, man. Look, man, if they beating on you, if they're beating on you, and you don't have an answer for the beating, you give up. That's what they do. Like Rocky Pennington took an ass whooping like crazy. Okay? Rocky Pennington took the worst ass whooping ever. Rocky gave up. Rocky can take a beating. She gave up. Rocky had physically and mentally given up because she couldn't withstand the beating. Priscilla didn't say a word. She gave up. She gave up. When she curled up in that ball, when Priscilla curled up in the ball the first time, I already knew she had given up. Nico not going to do that. Nico's not going to curl up in a ball. She's not going to do that. Nico is going to try to swing for the fences. She's going to try to do something, okay? It's going to be ineffective. It's not going to work, but she's not going to sit there and curl up in a ball. She's not going to do it. This girl is going to come to fight. She is going to come to fight. And shout out to the channel Conscious and Awakened, man. And General Africa and I, we're going to put some content on there this week, actually. Shout out to the General and Conscious and Awakened, okay? That's the new channel, guys. Go ahead and sub to that channel now, okay? Conscious and Awakened. Okay. But I'm just saying, Valentina, this is her fight to lose. The only way Valentina would lose this fight is if Valentina, try. You know what, though? I'm going to tell you one thing. Valentina got to get in there. And if this fight go to distance, Valentina got to beat Valentina got to beat Nico 1 inch of her life to get that belt. Because I had a feeling, man, if Valentina stay back and try to pick Nico apart, I think the judges will rob Valentina. I can see that happening, too. And, guys, to be honest, Nico, to me, is not good. She's not good for the division, not as a champion. She's not good as a champion, man. She's not, because it's just too much stuff going on, okay? It's just too much stuff going on with Nico. Way too much stuff. And it's too much drama and controversy, okay? We need a champion that's down to fight. Okay? We need a champ that is down to fight. That's what we need, okay? We don't need a champion that's giving us an excuse every single minute they turn around, okay? We just don't need it. We need a champion, man, that's ready to be down. And we need a champion that's down with the people. We don't need a champion, man. We don't need a champion that's blocking people for asking you to fight the best. I mean, you're our flyweight champion. We want you to fight the best, and you block people that asked you. So we don't need a champion we need a champion that's down. We need a champion that's for the people. Okay? Valentina is for the people. Okay? She don't have an ego problem. She don't have an ego problem. No ego problems right there whatsoever, man. And that's just it. We need a champion for the people. That's just how it is, okay? And I think Valentina is ready to be that champion. She's ready to be that champion, But if Nico, and I hate to say it, if Nico wins, okay, that's going to be the biggest upset in women's MMA history if she's able to pull this off. But guys, skill-wise, I've seen nothing skill-wise that's going to indicate that she can do this. She's bad, I think Amanda Nunes, I think she's bad for the division. All the drama that's going on with Amanda Nunes, it's too much drama. Like, you just want Amanda to just shut up and then let's just fight. Nah, man, you got to do this. You got to do that. And we're going to do some more exposing of Amanda. Now I tell you, see, people disagree with this. I thought DJ was good I thought DJ was a good champion. I thought he was. I just think the dude get too much hate. I even thought Tyron Woodley was a good champion. They just get a lot of hate, man. Some people, they just get hate. But some people are good for your division, and some people, they're not good for your division. And I'm talking about if they're going to fight the people in that division. If they're going to clean out the division, okay? If they're going to clean it out. But we got to do something, okay? And we got to keep calling these people out. And some people got mad. Coach, why you always calling them out? Because they on some old BS. I got to call them out. I got to hold their feet to the fire. We can't get around this. We can't get around. If a fighter is ducking, we call them out. I don't care who it is. Okay? I don't care if it's somebody you like. I don't care if you like them. If they're ducking, and if I perceive that, I'm calling them out. Okay? When I thought Holly Holm was doing her deal to duck and tell them lies on Cyborg, guess what? I called out. People got mad. I don't care. I don't care if a person get mad because I called out their fighter. I'm going to call them out. When I called out Megan Anderson, guess what? People got mad. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if it's your fighter. We have a rule, an unwritten rule around this on this channel. If the fighter is ducking, we don't care who they are. If we perceive that, we got to call them out. We got to put their feet to the fire. We got to put their feet to the fire, okay? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you that right now, okay? We got to put their feet to the fire. We have got to tell these people what it is. I'm calling you out. You will get called out, okay? What could Valentina? I mean, what can Nico do to win, guys? It's she's not skillful enough to do it. She's not skillful enough to exploit Valentina's weaknesses. And that's been the issue when people fight Valentina. They don't know how to exploit what she's weak at. They can't do it. Remember, no fighter is perfect, okay? No fighter is perfect. None. Every single fighter has a weakness, okay? But I got to say this. If you make a mistake against the bullet, you have to pay. If you make any mistake, you got to pay. That's what's going to happen. Nico makes a lot of mistakes, y'all. She makes too many mistakes to be successful. You make any mistake, you got to pay. Okay? She's a master of making you pay for your mistakes. Amanda Nunes made very few mistakes. Amanda Nunes knew exactly what she was doing when she fought Valentina. She knew. And Amanda said, that's the hardest. That's the hardest fight of my career. She said, I tried to do some. Amanda said this. There were things that I tried to do, and I couldn't quite get it to work. I couldn't quite get it to work because Valentina was presenting a different challenge to me. So, I had to come up with a different game plan. That's what Amanda said. Okay? Like, Amanda, they not stupid, man. They know. They know. They might get a win on Valentina, but they not stupid. Okay? They know that this girl is really good and her skill set's defined. Now we talk about Cyborg and Amanda Nunes. We talk about those two. Cyborg is a 3-1 favorite over Amanda Nunes. That's still big, okay? She's a 3-1 favorite. And when the fight becomes official, I can tell you right now that Cris Cyborg will probably be a 500. She's going to be a 5-1 favorite over Amanda Nunes, okay? Cris Cyborg is going to be a 5-1 favorite over Amanda Nunes. I'm telling y'all. That's just how it is. This fight is not going to be close, okay? This fight is not going to be close, okay? I'm just telling y'all now. Amanda Nunes versus Cris Cyborg is not going to be close. Cris Cyborg is going to come in, and she is going to put hands on Amanda. She's going to whoop Amanda's ass, okay? I hate to tell y'all this. That's what's going to happen. Everybody talking about what Amanda got and Amanda can do this. Amanda finna get hurt, okay? Real talk. Amanda Nunes is about to get hurt. And there's no stopping it. There's no stopping what Cyborg gonna do. Amanda is gonna try those takedowns. That ain't gonna work. Amanda gonna get hit with that right hand that splits the guard. Cause Amanda cheats. She'll throw those hand out there to try to eye poke you. That's not gonna work, man. Amanda Nunes, okay. Cris Cyborg is gonna split that guard. She gonna hit Amanda with that right hand. Amanda gonna back up and she gonna try to grab. They're already preparing for that, man. Go watch some of Cris Cyborg's training. They're preparing for Amanda Nunes. They've been preparing for Nunes for a long time. Look, Cris Cyborg started preparing for Amanda Nunes back in January. When they called her out, Cris Cyborg started preparing for that fight. She's no dummy, man. This woman is where she is in the sport because she's not a dummy, okay? She's not a dummy. Cris ain't no dummy. So they've already been prepared, guys. This is nothing new. They know when Cris Cyborg hit Amanda, Amanda is going to try to shoot, and she's going to try to go for the takedown. That's what Amanda Nunes is going to try to do. She is going to try to do that. That's just how it is, okay? And in a few minutes, guys, Rugby Queen is going to come in because she's definitely going to tell us about Cris Cyborg. She's going to tell us all about Cris Cyborg. Rugby Queen is in the building, okay? I'm even shocked that Cris is not a bigger favorite right now. Okay, this fight, it's not going to be close. Amanda Nunes is a good fighter, but I'm just telling you, man, you're going to see why people duck Cyborg for so long. You finna see it. And Amanda Nunes is finna catch a fade. She finna catch a real fade. This ain't even about business no more, okay? It's personal. It's personal with Cyborg. Amanda Nunes is about to catch this fade, okay? And when Amanda Nunes catch that fade, she gonna think she in a street fight. Amanda Nunes is gonna think she's in a street fight. Amanda Nunes finna catch a fade, y'all. Okay? She is gonna catch a fade. I'm just saying. Cyborg is gonna show you what the deal. She gonna show you why she dominates. Nunes can try that stuff, man. She can't do that stuff against Cyborg. She can't fight Cyborg at a distance. That ain't gonna work. She can't. She can't do it. Nunes finna catch that fade, and Nunes finna catch an ass whooping. She's about to. Okay. Nunes Cyborg does have holes in their game. Every fighter got holes in their game. But do you think that I'm gonna sit here and I'm just gonna like put them all out there? No. But what I will say, okay. But what I will say is this, okay. Amanda Nunes has the skill set to exploit the holes in Cyborg's game. She got the skill set. But the thing of it is, will she be able to do such? That's my question. Will Amanda Nunes be able to do it before she gets knocked the hell out? Okay? Seriously. And I'm just telling y'all this. I'm telling y'all this, and I'm trying to explain this to y'all. Okay? I'm trying to explain this to y'all. Like, it's, guys, okay? It's finna be nasty and brutal in that octagon. Cris Cyborg is going to hurt Amanda Nunes. Okay? Cris Cyborg is about to hurt Amanda Nunes. And Amanda Nunes, I'm telling you, man, she gonna regret calling out Cyborg. She's gonna regret calling out Cris Cyborg. Okay? She gonna regret it. She is going to regret calling out Cyborg. And I'm telling you she's gonna regret that. And you know, you're gonna see. The tactics that Amanda used against Valentina, they're not gonna work on Cyborg. They will not. Okay? Everything that she tried to do with Valentina, it will not work. Okay? Cris can absorb large amounts of punishment everywhere on her body. Okay? And even the calf kick, Amanda's patented calf kick, it's not going to do anything, man. When Cris closed the distance, it's a wrap. And Amanda, she's not mobile enough to get the job done. I see why Amanda she's a heavy underdog right now. Okay? Amanda Nunes is a definite underdog right now. And Amanda is going to get her ass whooped, y'all. And folks, we got to face reality. I know we got some Nunes fans, okay? I know we got Nunes fans. I know people, they love Amanda, but I'm just, folks, listen, I got to be real with y'all. Amanda finna come in, and Amanda finna get hurt, okay? Let me take a sip of this Jamaican ginger brew, man, because I'm getting hyped up now. Ah, God, dog. Woo! Boy, that thing burn going down. But Amanda gonna get it. Amanda is gonna get it. Amanda gonna get. Amanda finna get that fade, okay? And you know, and it's bad. You know, Amanda Nunes is being dissed by everybody, okay? Like she got everybody in the featherweight division, man. They making fun of her, man. They picking on her. But see, let me tell you what happened when Amanda started talking about the muscle mass and all that crap. Well, you know what messed her up? See, had Amanda Nunes never fought at 145 pounds in the past, there's nothing that anybody can really say. Nobody can really say a whole lot. But the fact is that, you know what? She's fought there before. Cris Cyborg is going to catch that. Amanda finna catch that fade. And when I tell y'all, when I say catch a fade, look, this is a street fight. Okay? Cris Cyborg was so pissed off at Amanda, man. Like, when I tell you she pissed, not even just angry and upset. She is pissed off. Okay? She pissed off. She is pissed off. And right now, she don't like Amanda. She don't like Amanda. And I'm telling you, when you get somebody in a fight, and it's like when you see Cris fight, she really fight. She beat these girls, okay? She beat these girls like they're in the street. She beat these girls like she's in the street. And that's how she gonna treat this. She gonna beat Amanda like this a street fight. I'm telling y'all, man. And I hope we see the old Cris Cyborg come out. I'm talking about the shoot box. I want to see the old shoot box Cris Cyborg come back into this fight. Because there's no way. We can't even say that Amanda's small because Amanda is undefeated as a featherweight. She's undefeated. Okay? She's never lost as a featherweight. And see, let me tell you what happened. See, Amanda was stupid, okay? See, all of them thought that Cris Cyborg was not coming back. They thought that, hey, she got popped again. She'll never be back. So Amanda started talking about, yeah, I want to be a two-division champion, you know. I want to be the champ at 145 too. And then when they all figured out Cris was coming back, they was like, oh, well, I don't want to fight my Brazilian sister. Amanda said it too. Cris said it. Cris said, you know, I'd rather not fight my Brazilian sister. But she said if the price is right, I'll fight. Those are Cris Cyborg's own words. Okay, those are her own words, guys. Okay, those are her own words, and I cannot tell you anything. Okay, okay. Rugby Queen. Okay, shout out to Rugby Queen. Um, she wants to share definitely some news, man. Yeah, some news, breaking news, and I know how some of y'all get. Okay, so when Rugby Queen comes into the forefront, okay, we'll get that breaking news. Hold on, what? Oh, Rugby Queen, are you here?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, hold on 1 second, cause I'm finna. As soon as you start putting the news out there, I got my photograph is gonna pop up. Okay, all right, but
Okay.
don't tell everybody yet. So go ahead while I pull a photograph up. Okay, give me like we're talking about the odds. Okay, the odds.
Okay.
All right, give us a technical thing why you think the odds are the way they are on the screen right now.
Um. Oh, I'm echoing there for a second. Um. Do you hear me echoing on here?
Nah.
Okay. I'm not sure why I'm echoing. Hold on. Okay. I guess it'll just have to do. Um. I think the odds that are the way they are is because everybody is looking at Amanda's resume. She beat Misha Tate. She beat Rhonda. She beat Valentina not once but twice. And I guess everybody's thinking because of her resume that they're looking at Amanda that this is going to be. I think they're looking at her power, thinking that because she has so much power that she could actually hurt Cris Cyborg. But I don't know. It just because Amanda has been on a roll, I think people are just kind of like, well, I think she's going to give Cyborg a good fight, but Amanda has power. There's no denying that. But her chin is suspect. She can't take a punch. She can't take damage. So when she feels Cyborg's punch, it's going to be a wrap. So I think the odds are the way they are, guys. They just think Amanda's power is going to be too much for Cyborg, and I don't see that happening.
Okay. Okay. So that's why you have the odds the way they are. Well, that's why you think the odds are the way the odds are because of that. Okay. That's a good distinction. Okay. Now, what about Valentina and Nico Montano? Like, why do you think the odds are so skewed? Now, like, these odds they're worse than Amanda's odds.
I mean, Nico Montano and Valentina, there's no comparison. Valentina is obviously the more skilled fighter. She's the more experienced fighter. I mean, she fought up a weight class against bigger girls and almost won a belt that isn't even her natural weight class. She's dangerous, and I don't want to count Nico out, but against a fighter like Valentina of her caliber and the lack of experience that Nico has, it's very difficult to not count her out. It's just on paper, Valentina, it's a mismatch. Now I'm not saying Nico's not going to be able to bring her A game. She's going to bring her A game, but it's just on paper, it's a complete mismatch. It's hard to compare it.
Okay. All right. So now, let's kind of transition into what we want to talk about, okay? All
All
right.
right.
So you did something very special yesterday. So go ahead and just kind of tell everybody, what your experience was.
All right. So last night I drove up to New Jersey because I saw on Twitter there's this restaurant. It's called Rivoli's Grill and Chill. It's in Howell, New Jersey. They do a lot of UFC stuff, like that bar, like like that restaurant and bar. Like they're very into fighting. They always have fighters out there. And Cris Cyborg was there last night. I found out she was going to be there a couple weeks ago. So I had bought a ticket to reserve my seat. So I was there last night and I got my ticket. And what they did was they call our numbers, like, 10 through 20. But yeah, I'll just put it out there. I got to meet Cris Cyborg. And let me tell you, it was absolutely surreal. Like it was my turn and I got to meet her. She greeted me with a hug, just she's absolutely one of the most down to earth people, just awesome. She signed, the picture that she was signing out to everybody. And so I got my picture with her. And so I thought I was done. So I was getting ready because, they were trying to keep everything moving. So I thought I was done. And she's like, no, come on back here. I want you to pose with the belt because I drove 3 hours there. She said, you drove 3 hours here, so I'd like you to pose with the belt. So she let me hold her belt. Like, I was like, I'm holding Cris Cyborg's belt on my arm. So I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I was holding her belt. I got the photo with her and talked with her a little bit, but like I said, they had to keep it moving. And then Ray Ellaby, her boyfriend, was sitting over there. So he was asking about my shirt and stuff because I had a Cyborg shirt, that I had bought, and he seems like a cool dude. So I mean, I talked with him for a little bit, and but yeah, it was just absolutely surreal. And the restaurant manager, they were just awesome. They gave me a free shirt. It was just awesome because I had driven so far out there. And also, like, for those of you, I don't know if there's any cyborg haters in the comments section, but let me just tell
Always,
you
always
that
there.
want to talk, people that want to talk about her, that she looks like a man. Let me tell you something. What you see on TV, she doesn't look like what you see on TV. She has a very feminine physique to her. Like, she don't look like she's very pretty. Like, she don't look jacked up like people think she looks. Like, she really doesn't. And she's got muscles on her. She's in excellent shape, but she doesn't look like what you see on TV. She's got a really feminine physique to her, and she is very pretty. So those of you that want to call her a man, I can firsthand tell you she don't look anything like a man. She's very feminine physique. She's beautiful. I can see why Ray Ellaby is with her. She's very pretty. Nothing, there's nothing about her that I could tell is masculine about her. There's nothing masculine about her. She's very, very feminine, does her makeup, does her nails, all that. There's nothing masculine about her. So I just want to shut up all the haters that want to call her a man. She looks like a man because I can tell you she don't look anything like that.
Wow. And guys, y'all can see it up on the screen. Y'all can see it on the screen. She was there. She
Hold
met
on.
Cyborg. She met Cyborg. It's the truth. She not lying to you. Because I know people always will say, oh, well, she lying. She lying. She didn't meet Cyborg. Yes, she did.
Yes, I did.
Yes, she sure did. And the proof is there. Now, tell us, too, they had an interesting story. What were they saying about Valentina? I mean, what were they saying about Amanda at that bar?
Oh, they were just kind of making a joke because they're like, so you're here, but somebody else did not show up. Amanda Nunes didn't show up. So I was like, oh. But yeah, they're just kind of trolling her, like trying to like just kind of make it sound like Amanda's scared or something. But I don't know. It was just funny that they made a joke about her not showing up there.
So they was over there clowning Amanda Nunes, man. So we got a partial smoke out. Man, I wish I could have been there. Ah, I wish I could have been there, man. I'd have stayed. I'd have been like, yo, Cris, I'm hanging out with you and Ray. Nah, I ain't hanging out with y'all. Y'all drink. I don't drink. But I'd have hung out as long as I could. Wow. Wow. And she let you wear the belt.
Yeah, she I would put it over my arm and stuff. She let me hold it, so it was awesome.
Hey,
I got more than what I had bargained for.
did you? Hey, so did you take a photograph with you wearing the belt?
I do have one. I did. I have a like not like wearing it around my waist, but it's like over my arm. I can send it to you real quick.
Man, yeah, you gotta email it. Email
I,
me that.
let me see here.
Yeah, I put that. Man, I flashed that. God,
And
dog.
oh, and she retweeted on Twitter. She retweeted my photo of
Nuh-uh.
her. Yes, she did.
Wow.
She retweeted and said, "Meet the amazing guitar queen 1987." I
Where's?
was like,
Okay, hold on. I gotta find it. I gotta find it, guys. Cris Cyborg has done the tweeting. We're gonna put this live up on the screen. Man, Cris Cyborg is the people's champ. Anybody talking Cyborg ain't for the people. They stupid. Cris Cyborg is the people's champ. Cyborg, she's gonna bring it. She's gonna bring it. Yeah. Man, she retweeted it.
it was awesome. Absolutely just surreal.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I think she retweeted a lot of people's photos.
She did.
Yeah, Mick Foley. She retweeted Mick Foley's photo.
Yep, Mick Foley was there. He wasn't taking pictures though, like with people, because it was kind of a last minute thing of him showing up. But yeah,
Yeah, Cris Cyborg. Yep. She got it
I'm
right
sending it
here.
to you. I'm sending it. Oh, did you get it?
Yeah, okay, I got it. I got the one with the belt. Yeah, she took a
Yeah,
picture of you with the belt on. Oh man.
yeah.
Hey guys, we're gonna put that up on the screen here in about like 60 seconds. Wow. Cyborg the people's champion. Yeah. And then of course Tay Tay Brown, she saw it. Okay.
Yeah, she did.
Tay Tay Brown. Chicka Tay Tay Brown. Wow. Cris Cyborg guys retweeted Guitar Queen is on her Twitter account. She retweeted this and Cyborg was excited. Wow. How was the food there? You didn't talk about the
Oh
food.
my goodness, the food was amazing. It
Hmm.
was awesome. I had a hard time like deciding what I wanted. I mean, it was awesome. I
Hmm.
would love if I didn't live 3 hours away, I'd be there almost every night at that place. Like that place is just awesome. The manager that owns it, his name's Tony, I
Hmm.
think. Really nice guy. He owns the restaurant. Like when I walked into that restaurant, they greeted me, they showed me where I was sitting. Like they greeted me by my name. They knew who I like that it was just awesome. It felt like I felt welcomed, like it was home. It just felt like family in there. It was just awesome to just be around in that bar because everybody knows about fighting in that bar. Everybody that was there. So like the guy that was sitting next to me, we were talking about the fights. It was just an awesome experience and atmosphere.
Wow. And guys, you can see it up on the screen. Okay. That's Guitar Babe holding the belt. Cris Cyborg, let Guitar Babe put the belt on her shoulder. And I tell you, man, what a beautiful thing. What a beautiful thing. God Almighty, boy, do y'all see that? Wow. I tell you what, that's okay. Guitar, she met Cyborg. We're gonna get closer and closer. We're
It
gonna get.
was yeah, it was just great. I It was just crazy. I'm definitely gonna go back out there because they bring like that bar. They always have fighters out there. They bring fighters out there. I don't know how often they do it, but I think it's like because they've had Frankie Edgar out there. They actually had Amanda Nunes out there last April,
Mm,
and yeah, they've had some fighters in there.
they had Amanda Nunes.
I wanted to get the drop, but it wouldn't have worked out anyway because it was so loud and it was packed in there. So it was like, and they're trying to keep it moving. So I mean, but hey, I mean, I got more than what I had bargained for.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what's
I'm
up.
satisfied.
Well, I'm glad you got to meet her. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. And hey, no worries. We're gonna get that thing, and we're gonna get up on the show real soon. We're gonna get her on the show. You just watch. Okay, the War Machine, Brittany Neiman, is in the building. Genesis Green is in the building. But congrats, Rugby Queen, for meeting Cris Cyborg. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm excited. I'm excited. That's gonna be me though. We're gonna meet her one day. We're gonna meet her, but I'm gonna be like, yo, Cris, it's the coach, it's the coach, it's the coach, and you're live, live, live. That's what I'm gonna say. And then, Cris Cyborg is gonna be like, yeah. Okay, okay. I see some people in the thread. James Irwin, what's up, man? That's my dude, James Irwin. Okay. Given Tsunami, he's a definitely full-time MMA fan, and I see him on Full Time's channel, and Full Time is my dude, and I'm publicly endorsing Full Time because I want to see Full Time elevate and raise his status up to the number one MMA outlet. Okay, that's what I want. So there it is. There it is. Okay, Genesis asked you, Rugby Queen, what state?
Um, I live in Pennsylvania, so and the event was the place where I went to is in New Jersey.
Okay. So
And it's called Rivoli's Grill and Chill. So if any of you that are near that or on the East Coast, Northeast up there, if you happen to be close by, it's a great place to go to. Good food, awesome people. And it's strictly I think it's a UFC bar. Like it's they got UFC stuff going on. Like it's all about UFC.
you're gonna have a lot of alcoholics in there, boy. That sounds like fun. Going there, get me some people on camera getting drunk. That's what I do. Uh,
And not only that, the restaurant that I was at, they also, because they took a picture of me too with Chris Cyborg. They retweeted that on Twitter as well. It was just, they retweeted a lot of photos too from that night. And it was just really awesome to see. She took pictures with little kids, and that was just awesome. It was awesome to see her with little kids and just the love she has for her fans. It's just incredible.
hmm, that's all right, man. That's exciting. All right, Timmy Adams, man, I see you, man. That's my dude, Timmy Adams, in the building, and Timmy Adams is leaving the building. Okay, we're going to shift topics. I know Dennis Espinoza has come from taking the trip down the hall, and we're waiting for Dennis Espinoza. He's got something, okay? He's got something that he's telling us. Dennis, I've sent you the link 3 times. So, Dennis, we need to know there's something that Dennis is going to impart wisdom and knowledge, okay? All right, so we're going to start on this, okay? The 145-pound division, okay? All right, all the veterans, the ones that I've interviewed, the ones that I've been keeping up with on social media, they believe that they are a victim of not being pretty enough to fight. Now, when I look at this, I'm like, dang, that's put very well. I'm not pretty enough to fight. It sounds so crazy, huh? Because you shouldn't have to be pretty to fight. You shouldn't have to be at all. I thought that you just have to know how to fight. And Cindy Dandois, Josette Cotton definitely feels that way. She even expressed that when she was raw and uncut. And Josette, if you listening, I don't know. I don't know if I can handle another raw and uncut, girl. It was too good. It was too good, girl. All right, I got to set some boundaries next time, but we'll talk about that later. Cindy Dandois felt that way. Pam Bam Sorensen felt that way. I reached out to Zara dos Santos, and she wants to interview here, but it's just the English, man. The girl, I'm like, yo, I want to interview you on this day. Well, what day is that? See, she don't understand the English, but in a roundabout way, she was like, they just think this is a beauty contest, like they're looking at the beauty of what these fighters look like. So they all feel the same way. They all feel the same way. Okay? Every last one of these people, they feel like that they're being slighted because they're not pretty enough. Okay, let me get some of your thoughts on that, and then I'm gonna delve in deeper. Okay, I'm going really deep on this subject today. Okay, guitar babe, you with me? I'm
Oh
sorry,
yeah, I'm
rub me.
here. No, I'm here. I'm here. Were you asking me a question?
Yeah, yeah, your thoughts. Because I've been
Oh,
saying that the veterans of the 145-pound division feel like that they're not pretty enough to fight. So, what are your thoughts?
um, I mean, it's a shame. I mean, I mean that's. I don't really know how to put this. I mean, that's the UFC for you. Like with it when it comes to the women, they're more
I thought
concerned
that you just
about.
have to know how to fight. And Cindy didn't want,
Hold on,
just
Dennis.
got
Hey, do me
Oh,
a huge favor, Dennis.
separate. She was
it's all good, Dennis.
she was
Yeah,
drawing
just
that.
kind of mute yourself, man,
So
so my girl can
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
get
know
it
if I can
together.
another wrong.
All right.
Dennis
Um.
Espinoza, y'all.
Yeah. Like I said, it's a shame, and unfortunately, that's the business side of the UFC. They want girls that look good. It's just like I'm not saying they don't look good, but like they want they just the UFC, they have this image that they just want, and it's just it's crazy. I don't like it, but that's just it is what it is. I mean, I'm more entertained. Like I said, I've talked about this. I don't care. Personally, I don't care how a fighter looks. If they're entertaining and can fight, that's all I care about. Like Paige Van Zant, she looks good, but she sucks. Like, like yeah, she looks good, but she sucks. I don't want to watch that. Like it'd be the same for like the guys. Like I wouldn't care how good looking so and so is. If they suck at fighting, they're not that good. I'm not gonna watch it because I'm more purely into watching, the skill and the technique. I want to see somebody that can fight. I don't want to go. I'm not watching for the purpose of a fighter looking good. So I mean, it's a shame because these girls can fight.
Well, and the thing of it is, we're at the 19 to 35-year-old age range where that's where you have your most abundance of simps. And I'm just saying, the UFC, they've done a good job of marketing to simps when it comes to the women because see, they used to have all the men, and they were trying to get a lot of the younger guys involved in MMA. They were trying to get more people watching it because you had the old heads and you had like the 40 something year old people, and yeah, they were okay, but the UFC wanted to diversify. They wanted to get more young people watching the sport. They wanted to. So what did they do? They got a bunch of very young guys in the sport, and they got a bunch of young, beautiful women to just fight. And so now you hooked in the simps. The UFC, they're profiting, they're making money off of simps, okay? And think about it. It's gonna be hard. Well, Cindy Dandois got a few simps, like, and she got people that, literally, she was telling me, Coach, I got people asking me, can they lick me on the feet and all this other like nasty stuff, and she gets that kind of attention from time to time, but for the most part, no, not really. They're not looking at Cindy as a model, a beauty queen to say, hey, let's just put Cindy on TV. Let's just do that. Let's no, they're not doing that. Josette Cotton, they're not looking at Josette as a beauty model. They're not gonna do that. You know, and a lot of the featherweights, they're really true fighters. Like they're not showing a crack of that. Well, I tell you, the only featherweight that I know that's pretty like an exhibitionist, and that's Megan Anderson. Megan shows off large amounts of skin almost every. She do it because Megan likes the attention. But that's it. Your other skilled featherweights, when you look at them on social media, they're training. They're training hard. I
Hmm.
mean, they're at the gym. They're working out. They're sparring. I mean, you go to these people's pages. You go to Pam Bam Sorensen social media. She's always putting in work. Okay. You go to Felicia Spencer's social media. She's putting in work. Okay. You go to and I keep talking about featherweights. You go to Julia Budd's, social media. She's putting in work. I mean, you go to Leah Letson, where before she went to the Tough House, she was always putting in work.
Yeah.
Like these featherweights, they're not. They don't want to be marketed as beauty. They want to go in there and actually fight and win titles. That's what they want to do. They just want to win titles. They don't care about the other stuff. Okay, that's what they want to do.
but they're marketing to the simps. I mean, come on, you've seen them on this channel. You've seen grown, rusty, crusty, dusty ass grown men running around here getting all excited. Like, I had a photograph of Holly Holm kicking Rhonda in the head, and I had about 20 simps leave a comment. Oh man, look at Holly's ass. Wow, looks great.
Yep. That's what bothers the hell out of me. Like you got, like, I'm watching a fight and it's exciting to me, like, oh, they're kicking each other's ass. This is a good fight, and all they want to talk about is, they want to talk about their bodies. They want to talk about their body parts. It's just,
Yeah, that's it. That's all I care about. And I'm like, okay, so Dana White, he knew he was on to something. Dana White, he turned Ronda Rousey from disgusting looking to beautiful. Like, he made her sex object. I blame Dana White for that one. Dana White pulled that off. Okay? He pulled it off beautifully. And so now it's like they're looking for the next sex object. That's what they're looking for. Somebody
like,
that
she's not bad. She's not bad looking, but she's not. She's not. To me personally, she's not as attractive as Valentina, in my opinion.
I tell you though,
I mean, he made it work.
He made it work. I mean, he managed to turn Ronda into something that a simple of it. He managed to turn, and I remember I did a video called "Exposing Simps," the Ronda Rousey edition. And I tell you, boy, them simps, they came out the woodwork. They came out the woodwork. I'm talking about they came from every walk of life, leaving comments. They was excited, and I'm like, it's just a picture. It's a picture, you simp. But see, the UFC, they have made a career. They have a career of marketing to the simps. And I think they figured it out with these women. They don't care if they can fight. Will the simp buy the pay-per-view? Will the simp buy the pay-per-view? We'll give them these, we'll give them these uniforms. We'll give them these skimpy uniforms, and we'll try to persuade them to wear the one with the least amount of skin. Yeah, with the least amount that shows the most skin. We'll do that, okay? And then we will see if the common simp will buy the pay-per-view. And if he does buy it, well, guess what? Man, we got a winner here. But, when they think about it, how many simps are going to pay? How many simps are literally going to pay to watch the featherweight division? It's not a lot of them that parade around as beauty models. They just don't do it. They don't feel comfortable doing it. They hate doing it, okay? And they just want to get in there and bust somebody's head open, okay? That's it. So, I don't know, y'all. I really don't know how they're going to get to a solution. The people like Pam Bam, they can forget it. They can forget it. Like, they're not going to get signed. And I felt bad. I really just wanted to tell Pam, I like you. You're awesome, but they're not going to sign you. They're not. When I was talking to Arlene Blenko, I talked to her 7 months ago. I was like, dang, Arlene, they're not going to. I told Arlene, they're not going to sign you. They're not. Like, I mean, it sounds good. I know you want to fight Cyborg. I told her, you want Cyborg. They not going to sign you. I said the UFC, they've got a history. They've got a trend of just not. And they've got no intention of making that division great. They don't have it. And I just couldn't tell. I couldn't tell Josette. I really wanted to say, you know what? They're not going to sign you. There's no way. And some of these featherweights, they are hoping, they sitting back and they hoping for that magical phone call. They sitting back hoping for the magical phone call. And that's the phone call that's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. King Rena, God bless her. I tell you, I reached out to King Rena, and it was kind of cool. She don't speak a lick of English, though. But she said she would actually talk to me. She was excited that I was like, yo, you really? But I couldn't understand the Chinese. I couldn't understand what she was. I couldn't know she's Japanese. I couldn't understand Japanese. I didn't know what the hell that stuff was on the screen and she kept typing back. And I was like, Rena, I don't speak Japanese. And so she said, well, translate it. Like, who the hell ain't finna sit here and translate that crap? The coach is not finna sit here and translate anything. I did that for Veronica Fortina. I'm not doing that again. But you know, it just goes to show you though. But I did. I managed to get one thing off of her, and she was like, you know, I was like, I don't think they're gonna sign you either. She said, well, I'm happy at Rising, you know, and she is. But they're not gonna sign her. They're not gonna sign these people, and it's a shame because they can have a competitive division that people would watch. People want to see people get beat up. You know, I had a bunch of guys say, well, coach, um, you know, hey, coach, you know, man, I just don't like seeing women getting bloodied up like that. I just don't like that, you know, just don't like it. Well, what you mean you don't like it? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You don't like seeing women getting bloodied up? And so, you know, I said, well, okay, let me ask you this. I said, you watch lingerie football.
Yeah.
I said, you got your ass watching lingerie football and you don't want to see the women blooded up. I said, how you going to
Because they're
explain
not.
this?
They're not. It's because they're not. They're not wearing what the. They're not wearing lingerie while fighting. That's probably what it is.
Yeah, but you know, I'm just like, man, come on. Come on. You know, and it's a buddy of mine. We cool. We good. He might be listening to this live stream now. Hope you don't get mad. But I know you watch lingerie football. Hell, you told me you do. You simp. And you my friend. But I don't like seeing women getting bloody. Yes, you do. If you're watching lingerie football, you do. That's the problem here. We all like a bloodbath. When we saw Priscilla Caccietta catch that fade, we was loving it. Now, we felt bad for
I,
Priscilla. We felt bad, but we fans. We want to see people get their ass whooped. That's why we're watching this stuff. I mean, we're all here because somebody want to see an ass whooping. If we didn't want to see ass whoopings, we wouldn't be talking about this stuff. I know, man, you can't feel that way about the fighters. Yeah, we are fight fans. At the end of the day, we want to see somebody get their ass whooped. Okay? That's what it is. If you can't agree with that, then something wrong with you. Okay, now my man Dennis Espinoza has made the return trip. Mr. Dennis Espinoza, what is the secret information that we have going today?
Information. I'm gonna try to get you information, but I'm gonna rant a little bit. No, I was gonna fight for the UFC, but they said I was too pretty. They said I was too sexy for the octagon. So I guess I'll have to just go out a career in the MMA. The U.S. has been creating simps on purpose since the 1920s. I was talking to an 80-year-old lady, and y'all heard about the effort to dumb down America.
Yes, sir.
And how our education system has gone downhill. That's to create simps. The simps are easy to control. You see the UFC doing that on a different level, in a different part of society or a different environment with the simps that follow MMA. It's ignorance, and that's what the powers that want. That's what the powers that want want. They want ignorant people that they can control. The UFC is just doing it at their level, and so our nation has been, consciously the people that really control this nation have been consciously putting forth an effort since the 20s to dumb down America. So, and the simps that you're talking about are just a small evidence of that, basically, just ignorance, being owned by their own physical desires, not understanding discipline. We see that more and more with the millennials and everything else, right? And it's a distraction as well. I look at entertainment. I don't idolize anybody. I'm not really a fan. I'll be friends with people, and I like people. I like their performance. I'll respect their performance, but I'm not really a fan of any other human being. Every other human being bleeds the same color I do, and they defecate and everything else. So they're no different than me and you. But it's good to respect their efforts and their achievements, and salute and recognize them for that. But I'm not really a fan of anybody. You were talking earlier about the odds on the fight between Nunes and Cyborg. The odds are determined by how people vote, people bet, right? So Vegas does all the mathematics and figures out what the best odds for them to put forth based upon how people are betting. And so it depends on the perspective of the fans that are betting. The way fans are betting determines how the odds are established. I think people saw the power and strike-up ability of Nunes and they've overestimated it because that was manifest against people that had no striking, that had little striking ability. That's why I was interested in her fighting Jermaine or her fighting Holly, who have a higher level striking ability. We would have found out a little bit more what Nunes was really about and how well her talent is. Cyborg, and I agree with you. We've said the same things. I've said it in chat. You've said it verbally in the live stream that Cyborg will outbox her. She'll throw power shots and Cyborg will slip and bang her. Cyborg will counter her all night until she drops down and hits the ground and pounds, it submits or whatever. As far as the other odds, Valentina and Nico, Nico is the top of the hope to bees. I won't say wannabes because that's sort of a negative thing. She won a tournament of hope to bees. Valentina has the experience of beating the top people and arguably beat the Nunes once, right? And so I think that's why the experience level and the level of competition is why the odds are so great, and more people seem to understand that and are betting accordingly. So those are my 2 cents.
Wow. Wow. The legendary Dennis Espinosa with the knowledge, the absolute knowledge, not the knowledge that we just think. This is absolute knowledge, okay? Dennis Espinosa put it down, okay? He put it down. I'm looking at this whole picture, okay? And I'm looking at, okay, us and what we got going on, with this whole thing. And, see, people was like, well, Cris is leaving, going to lead a featherweight division hanging. Well, hell, I think they knew. I really wish, I can't wait till the time when I can just get to just ask her some questions, Like, so how did you and Ray know that they were putting together a bogus featherweight division? Now, how did you know that? How did you? But see, I think they had to know, and I think they're smart. They've been talking to people, because they follow all these people on social media. All of these featherweights, they keep up with each other. I mean, I noticed that. I mean, they all commenting on each other's pictures of their kids. They commenting, they going back and forth to each other. These people been communicating, and I think Ray and Cris, they've been like, yo, have you have you guys signed, or have the UFC talked to y'all yet? And everybody been like, well, no, Wait a minute, they talked to you? No. See, I think Ray and Cris knew what was going down. I think they knew it, and then they started making these other plans to do other things, okay? I'm almost certain that that's what's going down. And I think they had the foreknowledge, man. So, I mean, if they don't want to make the division, I understand. Some people say, well, man, they're looking for young talent, Yes, bring in some credible young talent, but, we can't forget about the veterans, And, most of these veterans, they're in their early 30s. They're not, I get so tired of people, well, we need young people. 31 is young. 32 is young. 33 is young. 34 is still young, okay? You're still young. That's not old. It's not old. It's not old at all. I mean, in MMA years for a female, your early 30s, you're very young. You're still in your prime, okay? You're still in your prime. But I think they knew. I thought they knew the jig was up. And I think Cris was like, nope, I'm not finna fall for the okie doke no more. They kept trying to, they kept trying to pull that Jedi mind trick with Cris, Like, yeah, we're going to do this for you. We just need you to do this, We just need you to do this. Okay? Well, okay. They said, okay, well, we'll put you a featherweight division together, okay? We just need you to fight Tanya. Hey, we need you to fight Yana. Save the show. Okay? Yana don't have an opponent. So we need you to save the show. So guess what happens? She saved the show. Now, we are going to get that featherweight division like you asked for. They get all our hopes up. They waste these ladies' time, okay? They waste all of their damn time, okay? They brought these people here. These people got jobs. Some Pam Bam, she got a job that she worked to make extra money. Josette do a side job. Cindy is a teacher, okay? Felicia Spencer is a teacher. Faith Van Duren has a side job. So, they take time off of their jobs that they have to help make ends meet. They fly out to this location for the tough tournament. Okay, they do that. And then, the people who were hosting the tournament, they already knew the outcome of this. They already knew the outcome. They knew that they were not going to pick any of these people to fight. So why waste these people's time? Why even have open trials when you look at them and they're veterans, they got experience? Okay, why? It just makes no sense. And Cris saw it then. It was frustrating, okay? And Cris, she been on social media talking about it like it's frustrating. Even Megan Anderson been frustrated. She been frustrated about this. Like it's like, damn, the division just got started and y'all don't want to put in no legit featherweights. Like, what the hell is that? What is that? And then of course some of those people, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna drop down to bantamweight. I'm telling you, some of those bantamweights that's moving up like Panny Kanzai, they're gonna drop down to bantamweight because she's too small for the featherweight division. That featherweight division is dead in the water. Cris and Ray, they peeped it out, and now they're either gonna have to do something substantial to keep Cris Cyborg. They're gonna have to sign some legitimates, or she's out of there. And I think boxing is what she's gonna be doing. I don't know. Can't blame her. You got to make your money. I can't blame her. And it's frustrating. She trying to get fights. She was like, why do I have to wait on Amanda to fight? Why can't I just fight in September? You know what? Okay, I've reached the fact that Amanda Nunes isn't going to fight me, okay? I've come to that conclusion. I got that in my mind. Amanda Nunes is not going to fight me. So can you give me somebody because I got bills to pay? That's real, okay? That's real. So I don't know, man. I really don't know what else to say about this division. I mean, you guys can chime in, man. Y'all can chime in whenever you want to.
Well, and like, you're talking about, her having to pay bills. Like, the payouts that I had seen was ridiculous, like for how much money the UFC generates. I would think, this is nothing new, but like Demetrius Johnson, I think his pay was like 350,000 or 380,000. That's what um he was guaranteed to get. And then TJ made less than that. It was like 200 some thousand. I don't know. That's just ridiculous. And like they were the main event. Like he should at least be getting 500 uh 500 K there. I mean, it's just I don't know. But I mean, I guess they don't get paid what they should. So I mean, I can understand why she wants to keep fighting, keep active because these fighters they don't get paid what they should. But fighters like Brock Lesnar, Conor McGregor, the UFC, they pay the ones that well, even the ones that are a draw, they don't even get what they should be getting either. So I mean, it's just kind of I can see where Chris Cyborg's coming from with that, with what trying to with having bills and stuff and having to keep fighting and because I mean there's bills do need to be paid and got to keep working and it just sucks when your boss isn't paying you what you should be getting because he's taking it all for himself. I mean, Dana White, he spent 1 million, I don't know how many $1 million on his son's 16th birthday party.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And the fighters can't even, man.
It's just, yeah, it's sad, but I mean, what do you do?
You just sit there and you look. You sit there and you look, and you just kind of, there's nothing they can really do. They can't. They
Yeah.
can't do anything.
It's survival. UFC is a corporation, and it's just greed. And those guys are the biggest simps of all. Dana White and those guys. I mean, how much does a person really need?
Yeah, I don't know how much he needs. Dana's a trick. Dana, what I call a trick. you know, he's a trick. And
CEOs corporations make thousands a minute. Why? It doesn't make any sense to me. They'll die sucking their last breaths, and all that money won't help them anyway.
well, he gonna will it down to his kids, and his kids and their kids. They want to keep the money in his family. That's what they're gonna do. The guy. It's amazing, man. They can afford. They can even pay these fighters more if they wanted to. They could, and still, have. They would probably reap like 300% profit, but they just choose not to. And you have
They still
some.
have more than enough. Yeah.
Yeah, and see Dana White, they're talking about getting into boxing, Zuffa boxing, and I'm gonna tell you, boxers, they not finna take no, $20,000 to $25,000 for a fight like some of these fighters do. They not finna take that crap. You got to pay them boxers. You got to pay, So the same thing should be for MMA. But I just think that this looks thing that they're putting all these looks, and I think part of it, I think that's why Megan Anderson always, showing the crack of her ass, because I think she understands that sex sells. Like Megan knows, she understands, and so she's gonna try to show off what she thinks she got. And
I
I understand.
personally wouldn't know because she blocked me on Twitter. But
Ah, she didn't block. I thought she would block me. I was talking a gang of crap. She didn't block me. She didn't.
well, it's coming. Your time's coming.
I think everybody on this channel done got blocked except for
Tay
me.
Tay 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 Brown was blocked.
Wait a minute, she blocked Tate. Yeah, you know
Yeah,
what?
she blocked Tay Tay Brown. She blocked me. Yeah.
Mm, you know,
What's that other girl? Was it Mercy on Twitter? She's like all over. She
yeah.
blocked her.
I'm gonna try to get Mercy on the show.
Yeah, I told her about your show. I told her to go subscribe to your YouTube.
Yeah, she the biggest cyborg on the
Here's
on
the
the
top.
internet. She the biggest
Oh
cyborg
yeah,
fan. I got to get her on here and chop it up with Mercy. I got to. I'm gonna figure that out. Okay.
yeah.
I am going to find Mercy. Okay, I'm gonna find Mercy, and Mercy, I'm gonna have her on. I think she would come on too. I think she
Coach, I'm
would.
going to send you.
Do what?
Coach, I'm going to send you an email. Something, just an idea for you to consider in the future for communicating with athletes that talk a different language. They make these little devices where you can actually talk into them, and it translates your language into the other person's language on the fly.
Heck yeah, I need that. What is it? An
Uh,
app?
yeah, it's an actual little device with a microphone and a
Mm,
speaker. And it has a software and firmware in it, and you talk into it. I could talk Spanish into it. It would translate it and speak English too.
okay.
Japanese, Chinese. So I sent that link to you. Might be something we can pick up as a group through your super chats. Budget a little money for that.
Yeah, I got to get this. Okay.
Sounds good.
The two-way live speaking translator. Okay, yeah. I had to look into this when I get off the stream. I have to look into it and research it. But I see it right here in front of me. Yeah,
Cool.
that'd be a good idea. I got to get that now. Okay. All right. Mary Thomas is going to get on a cruise tomorrow. She's lucky. Man, I bet that's gonna be nice. Lots of fruits and vegetables on that ship too. Oh well. Congrats, Mary. Congrats. Okay. So the last thing I want to talk about tonight is Genesis Green she made this emoji, and it's a nice emoji, of Cody Garbrandt getting knocked out. Okay, Cody Garbrandt has he got brutally, savagely beat up. Okay, like this was a beating, man. This like Cody Garbrandt almost lost his damn life in there, man. But she Genesis put out here. She said, "Hey, when life, what does it say? When life gets you down, you have to knee. Wait a minute, you have. God, what does this thing say? Now I can't even read it on my own doggone screen. Thanks a lot, Genesis Green. Thank you. Oh, when life gets you down, you have to knee it in the face. Oh, you have to knee it in the MF face. Hashtag Genesis Green. When life gets you down, you have to knee it in the MF face. You know what? That's beautiful. That is beautiful work, Genesis Green. Hot diggity dog. I'm gonna steal that for myself. I'm just playing. Okay, so what did y'all think about that knockout yesterday? We'll start with the man, Dennis Espinoza.
Yeah, Dillashaw set him up pretty good, and Cody didn't really learn anything from the first fight. He set him up. Cody loads up on that right hand. Dillashaw was kicking at first. He wasn't baiting him. Then he started baiting him for that right hand. he actually tagged him once before the knockout with that counter right. And if you watch the fight closely, you can actually see that. He sets him up. He throws it the second time, and like I said, Cody didn't even learn. It's the same thing that happened to him in the first fight.
Uh, yeah, he got his ass whooped. Hey, so Rugby Queen. So your thoughts about this fight? I mean, yeah.
Oh my goodness. The guy that was sitting next to me, he was actually on vacation. He lives out in California, and he actually lives like 30 minutes from TJ's gym. And he actually knows TJ Dillashaw. And I was really nervous for the fight because it was coming up and they're about to go, and he was like, TJ's gonna win, he's gonna knock him out. And I was like, I don't know, man. He's like, no, I'm telling you, TJ is going to knock him out. He's like, I know him. He's a cool guy. He's going to knock him out. So I was like, okay. So I watched it, and yeah, TJ just he made Cody Garbrandt look so bad in there, man. And that I was concerned about that right hand of Cody, but when Cody he got TJ Dillashaw with that right hand, TJ Dillashaw like ate it and countered him like on the countered him because one of the things that TJ Dillashaw said that Cody needed to work on, because when Cody throws that right hand really hard, he drops his left. So they were working on that, and that's why he was able to get him. Because every time Cody throws that right hand, he's dropping that left arm. So TJ just kept going in on him, and that's why he dropped him. And then it was pretty much. I thought it was a little bit of a late stoppage. I don't know. I mean, but he was just teeing off on him. Like there was a moment I was like, are you gonna stop the fight? Like Cody Garbrandt, his eyes were in the back of his head. I'm just like, oh my goodness, this is done. But it was, yeah, it was insane. It was awesome. The bar was going wild, and you should have seen the bar, man, during the DJ Cejudo fight, man. But that
DJ
the
got a lot of haters.
it was, yeah, it was. I mean, it was a close fight, but like just from watching it, I felt like Cejudo did enough. That's my opinion. I just but I mean, it's good because personally, like, I haven't seen DJ. Like, I wanted to see how he does. Like, I want to see how he does when he's actually really, really tested. And he was really tested last night. So
Mm.
I wanted to see that, and it was good because I wanted to see how he does. So I mean, for me, that kind of I mean, DJ's a hell of a fighter. I'm not taking anything away from him as a fighter. It's just me personally. I don't feel like he was like really, really tested, brought to that level.
Mm.
So I feel like there's a little bit of exposure there that I don't feel, for me personally, I don't feel like he was really completely tested. Like I said, I'm not trying to take anything away from him as a fighter. He's a monster. He's been dominant. That's why he's been dominant for so long. But, I wanted to see DJ get tested, and Henry Cejudo tested the hell out of him. He was on his ass the entire fight.
Nah, I ain't gonna say the
DJ,
entire fight.
well, that's how I felt. I mean,
Mm.
that's that's how I felt. You don't have to agree, but for me personally, like when I like looking at DJ, it just felt like he had no answer. He couldn't like it just he wasn't I mean, he was putting up a good fight, but it's just Cejudo brought his game. He executed the perfect game plan. It is what it is. Yes, it was a controversial decision, but it is what it is. I mean, hate the judges, not don't hate Henry. I mean, it's not his fault. I
Uh,
mean,
I had that fight. I had it 3-2. I just Henry didn't do nothing with the take. He got the takedowns, but he couldn't do nothing with the position. He just laid on him. I mean,
he got in a little ground and pound.
very
I
little,
he
very
he
little.
can he had more control though. I mean, I it is what it is. I mean, the takedowns, unfortunately, they make a huge difference. I mean,
The
See,
but
thing
I
that
don't know.
the thing that stands out to me is Cejudo improved tremendously from the first fight, and he Mighty Mouse is a total class act, man. He's ruled the roost. I think he'll come back. He might beat Cejudo for a second time. Dillashaw made a comment that TJ didn't quite look himself anyway in the fight. So Dillashaw saw something there in the fight since he was up close and being able to watch and see DJ beforehand. The other thing about the Cody TJ fight was I think Cody inadvertently got suckered in because when Dillashaw went down, he went down more off of balance from a blow. He didn't really eat a bad punch it off. If you watch that closely, he was more off balance when he went down, and I think Cody got a little overexcited about that, and that's when he started loading up on the right hand, and that just played into what TJ had already planned for him.
Hmm, more knowledge, man. That sounds good. All right, General Africa is out. Okay, Dennis, man, that's great stuff, man. LDBC, LDMMAC. That's what's up, man. Hey, we rising to the top. We rising to the top. It was a good fight though, for as long as it lasted, boy. But I was kind of glad Cody got dropped. Cody talked too much, you know. Cody
Yeah,
Cody talks too much. He's got like I don't know. He's got this asshole personality, and yeah,
he's
boy,
a
you.
hothead.
Yep.
And then you got Faber pushing him because Faber is trying to fight vicariously through Cody, and get back to TJ, get back. He tried to do that through, use Cody to get back to Dominic. It's just a silly situation for him, as well as being a big mouth.
That's
I I
because he's a
think
silly
Cody
bastard.
should. I think Cody needs to leave Team Alpha Male, but he's not going to leave Team Alpha Male because they have this loyalty thing or whatever it is at that gym. Like they don't like people leaving. It's
Mm,
just. But like, look at TJ. He left, and look how much better he looks.
yeah. Marlo's Corner is in the building, guys. Marlo's Corner is in the building. Go support the channel. It's a very good channel. And you will not get past the trivia questions. I know last time I was there, I threw my phone down because I was getting pissed 'cause I couldn't get the Google fast enough. So, yeah. And our team lost. Our team lost. Marlo's Corner, guys. Marlo's Corner. Yeah, TJ347 is leaving the building, okay? He was coming on to say that I'm hating on Amanda, but actually I was not hating on Amanda. I just said that Amanda will get her ass whooped. That's what I said, okay? And yeah, that's just how it is. That's just the way that is, okay? Just how it is. Yep, okay. Yeah, Cody, he was deserving. He deserved all of that, I don't want to see him like get killed, but yep. Man, he's probably mad at Herb Dean. I wonder what he was thinking about Herb Dean. You N-word. Why did you stop the fight, Herb?
Yeah, I was like, why is he running his mouth? I'm like, it's over. He's probably so concussed he didn't even realize he lost.
Yeah, it's been fighters, man, that's done been in rear naked chokes and wake up and like, what happened? Your ass got put to sleep. That's what happened.
That's what happened to Holly Holm. There was a interview she did where they asked her like what was it was when Misha Tate choked her out. Like they asked her what she remembers about it. She remembered, when Misha Tate had it locked in, she was like thinking, "Oh, this is really tight. This is really tight." And then she said the next thing she knew, she was waking up, on the laying on the mat, just kind of like looking around. She heard the crowd like roaring, and she kind of she was a little bit confused as to what was going on, and then she was like, oh, she realized she got choked out, and she's like, damn. So
God dog, Holly.
yeah, she was
Dang.
confused when she woke up. She's like, what's going on? And she's like, damn, I just lost my belt then.
Crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Man, that's Holly home, y'all. That's Holly home. Wow. Okay, guys. Well, we'll do our closing thoughts in a minute. Denise Kilholtz has not gotten back to me, and we are supposed to be interviewing tomorrow. And I think that interview may be offset because Denise, she's been training hard. And I said, Denise, you got to give the coach your time. I've interviewed with her before, so she will always get back to me. She always does, you know. But yeah, yep. So yeah, she ain't seen the text yet. So all right. So yeah, that interview may be pushed back sometime in the week. She'll probably end up doing that, and that's just it. Okay. Cool. Okay, everybody. It's time to rip off our closing thoughts. And boy, we got to start with the legend, Dennis Espinoza.
Just all respect to Demetrius and Kudo. Great fight, highly technical fight, high level, and things fell the way they should have with Dillashaw and Cody. Happy to see that go back. I was happy to be wrong about Aldridge. I wanted Aldridge to win, but I didn't think she would. I bought in a little bit to the hype of Pollyanna, is that how you say her name? I bought into the hype of her, and I thought if she get hands on Aldridge, it'd be over. But Aldridge had a good defense and banged her. So all respect to Aldridge. I want to see that little girl succeed.
Okay, Dennis Espinoza. Short, sweet, and to the point. The legendary Dennis Espinoza. Okay, Rugby Queen. Closing thoughts.
Yeah, like I said, just want to point out I definitely was not lying. You saw the photos. I definitely met Cris Cyborg. Absolutely surreal. That's definitely something I will not forget. I guess I'm gonna keep it simple here. Nico Montano, she's going to get her ass whooped. It is what it is. I don't want to count her out, but I mean, it's Valentina. Valentina's hungry. She's ready for this. She's been ready. She's already on weight. I mean, she's probably already on weight. I mean, she looked phenomenal. She's ready to fight now. So I'm actually nervous for Nico. Like, this is not the same Valentina that fought at 135. This is going to be a more aggressive, scarier version of Valentina. So I mean, Nico, she's got a chin. She's going to put up a good fight, but come on. This is Valentina. I mean, this girl walks around with a knife.
Wow.
She had a knife. I mean, during the face-off, she had a little knife. She had like a little thing on her belt, and there was a knife in it.
Yeah, like what the hell, Valentina? Are you going hunting? I mean, you going fishing? I'm gonna ask Roger about that, man. What the hell Valentina got that damn knife on for? Like, God,
it wasn't big. It was like small, but still. And I'm sorry, I have to. It was funny, but during the face-off, I have to say this. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but you watch that face-off between Nico and Valentina. Darren Till was definitely looking. I don't know if anyone saw that.
I didn't catch
it. He was looking. It was funny. Sorry, I had to put it. It was hilarious. He like yawned to try to like brush it off like he wasn't looking. It was hilarious. But anyway, I think, yeah, JJ Aldrich, I'm not surprised. I knew she'd win. I mean, she got Pat Barry as a coach. He's a good coach to have. And she trains at 303, and I know at some point at that gym, JJ, she was in there with Valentina and Rose, getting some good stand up in. So her stand up, what I saw, I'm almost certain she got some of that, got some knowledge from Valentina and, you know, from Pavel, just, with some striking. I'm almost certain she got some of that in there. So I'm not surprised that that um that she won that. I knew she'd win. Um yeah. I I did not pick DJ to win. Or no, I picked DJ to win. I really was not expecting Henry Cejudo to come out on top, but I and it was funny because I was sarcastically saying DJ's gonna lose. I was sarcastically just saying it to the guy next to me because he's a huge DJ fan. So I'm just like sitting there just sarcastically saying it, and I was like, nah, DJ will win. And I was like, well, so much for the sarcasm. But yeah, I mean, DJ, he's an awesome dude. I got nothing against him. I just felt Cejudo won the fight. I mean, it was razor sharp, and DJ, he handled it with class. He's a good dude, and Henry, he was very humble in his victory as well. He said he's willing to give DJ a rematch as well. So I mean, nothing. There's nothing bad to say about either of those guys. They both put up a heck of a performance. It's just the judges saw it Cejudo's way, and that's just the way it is. Yeah, Cody, TJ, I think we can pretty much close that rivalry. Cody's got to work his way back up, and yeah, TJ, he's a killer, man. It is what it is. He's a killer. So, I mean, that's my closing thoughts.
Wow. What a great closing thought. Well, I thought DJ, I thought he won the fight. I thought it was a narrow 3-2 victory, but I thought he did win. I thought he had more significant strikes, and I just felt like Henry just kind of laid on him. I don't know. Like, I don't feel like Henry worked enough. Nico got the chin to survive 5 rounds, but it's MMA. But I definitely am 1,000% sure that Valentina will win this fight. Happy Cody Garbrandt got knocked out. Yeah, maybe next time you'll think. You know what? It was a bad night for people that use racial comments. I just noticed that. Because Sergey Kovalev got his ass whooped too. So, yeah, karma. Huh, Cody? Karma, huh, Sergey? Note to self, stop using racial terms. Stop using slurs, and maybe you'll get further in life instead of besides being knocked out. And what's happening, okay? What's happening to the featherweights in MMA? It's deplorable. It's completely asinine. What's happening to them and how they're being treated, and how they're not getting the opportunity to do what they have to do. It's ridiculous. And people don't know their skill sets. You got promoters that don't know the skills. You got you got a lot of silly ass fans that don't know the featherweights, but they'll make comments about the featherweights saying that they're no good, but they don't even know, they don't even know how many people are Muay Thai champions. They don't even know how many people been into Abu Dhabi on the featherweight. The featherweight division got more grappling champs, more Abu Dhabi participants than any other division. Okay, but they don't know that because they will sit and tell you that they suck, but they don't. It's just how it is. But guys, go ahead.
One more thing. Another thing I wanted to point out. I don't think DJ's going to get a rematch.
Hell no, Dana don't like him.
I can tell, in the interviews, when the reporters were asking Dana, do you think a potential, a rematch, it's 1-1, do you see a rematch happening between DJ and Henry? And he was like, yeah, I mean, it's a possibility. He wasn't, and I think what's going to make a difference in him getting the rematch is the fact that he said, I'll fight TJ. he accepted it right away. DJ didn't. He said no. So I think with the beef that DJ and Dana have, I just don't see him getting a rematch. It sucks because he deserves one, but you know.
Yeah, DJ had his priorities right. He knows he has to get healthy because he came away with a few injuries.
Yeah, he's got injuries. He needs to get healthy first. So I mean,
and Henry was the only person I've ever heard that admitted he had too big of an advantage because he had a big advantage because of size. Because you know DJ is more of a natural at that weight class, and pseudo Henry has to cut down a lot. And he said, "Yeah, the reason I want to go up is I'm too big. I have a big advantage over people this weight class." You never hear fighters admit that. That was pretty cool to me.
Yeah, it was, yeah, and he felt disrespected, and I don't blame him because like people are saying, oh, he just won the belt, he shouldn't move up. But here's the thing, it's a personal thing for Cejudo because he was being left out of the conversation of a super fight because everybody was talking about DJ TJ, like Cejudo was being completely left out of that. Like they overlooked him. So for him to I can understand him wanting to move up and fight TJ because well, why don't I fight the winner of Cody and TJ too? You're talking about it with DJ, so and you're overlooking me, So I mean, it's a personal thing. So I can't blame him for doing that.
Yep.
Yeah. Guys, the closing thoughts were phenomenal. The stream was phenomenal. Right. Guys, thank y'all for joining me tonight. Thank you everybody in the comment thread. Thank you everybody that supports this channel. D-Style Boxing hates Dana White. A lot of people do. Jimmy J Smooth can't stand him. Yeah, Jimmy's pretty brutal. So, yeah. But guys, this is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe to the best women's MMA platform on YouTube. And we will see about joining you guys again tomorrow night. All right, guys. Everybody take care. God bless.